While most presidential jets are built to impress, Putin's jet was built to survive the end of the world. Wrapped in secrecy, armed like a warship, and designed to fly through nuclear chaos, even Donald Trump couldn't hide his shock when he found out what it can really do. Let's uncover 8 jaw-dropping secrets about Putin's presidential jet. The last thing will surprise you. Vladimir Putin, Russia's enigmatic leader, the man behind the Kremlin's Iron Curtain. But what lies beneath the surface is even more astonishing. Whispers from intelligence circles and investigative reports suggest he might secretly control assets worth up to $200 billion. Yes, billion with a B. Though no official documents confirm the full extent of his fortune, what's been uncovered paints a picture of unthinkable opulence. We're talking about palatial estates hidden away from the public eye, private jets fortified like military aircraft, and a yacht so decadent it could rival the floating mansions of oil tycoons. But the crown jewel, a fortress-like palace on the Black Sea, cloaked in myth and mystery, equipped with everything from underground ice rinks to gold-trimmed interiors. While his public image remains strictly political, behind the scenes, Putin's world is a labyrinth of luxury, secrecy, and unimaginable power. First, step into the skyborne stronghold of Vladimir Putin, a war machine in disguise, and a jet that even stunned Donald Trump. Inside Putin's $500 million flying fortress, the secret warplane that terrified Trump. Vladimir Putin's Ilyushin Il-96-300 Pew isn't just a jet, it's an airborne fortress built to endure the unimaginable. Nicknamed the Flying Kremlin, this $500 million behemoth is wrapped in the unassuming white and blue shell of a civilian airliner, but make no mistake, this is a machine engineered for survival when the world falls apart. Hidden beneath its modest exterior lies a labyrinth of classified systems, encrypted war rooms, and tech so advanced, even Air Force One can't compete. The aircraft was built not to impress, but to dominate. Forget gold trim and flashy lights. Inside this jet is a command center hardened against EMP attacks, where Putin can control Russia's nuclear arsenal, coordinate military strikes, issue real-time orders to submarines, long-range bombers, and missile silos, all from 40,000 feet. Suggest multiple fortified compartments, including a high-security strategy chamber directly connected to the National Defense Management Center. The President's Suite, built with rare Siberian dark wood, state-forged gold accents, and hand-stitched leather no civilian can buy. Beneath the plush carpets, blast-resistant floors capable of absorbing shock during high-speed evasive maneuvers. But this isn't just a palace in the sky. It's a weapon. The Il-96-300 Pew carries the President's electronic warfare suite, which detects, jams, and scrambles enemy radar and guidance systems in real time. It doesn't rely on flares like most aircraft. Instead, it uses high-frequency interference waves and laser disruptors, making it nearly invisible to traditional tracking. Cyber attacks, pointless. Onboard systems are physically isolated from any public internet, making unauthorized access virtually impossible. Communication onboard is sealed behind layers of military encryption. Even if satellites were knocked out, the jet can reroute to classified backup lines. Navigation switches effortlessly between GPS and Russia's GLONASS. And in case of biochemical threats, independent oxygen reserves and sealed compartments can sustain life until external danger clears. This aircraft is so self-sufficient, Putin could lead a war from the sky for days without landing. The conference room is a show of strength in itself. An oval table for 12 generals, each seat equipped with biometric access and a secure control panel. LED lighting adapts to the mood of the meeting, dimming during crisis briefings, glowing white during strategic launches. Every inch is soundproof to absorb not only voice but vibration. There's no echo here. Just decisions that change the course of history. Security is layered even further. Putin's jet rarely flies alone. Shadow fleets trail close, radar jammers, refuelers, and fighter jets ready to strike or vanish at a moment's notice. Routes are scrambled mid-flight, flight paths hidden even from top-ranking officers until the last minute. This isn't just protocol, it's a power projection. And when President Donald Trump learned of the Il-96-300 Pew's true capabilities, sources say he was left speechless. Because while his own jet dazzled with gold-plated sinks and custom lounges, Putin's aircraft wasn't built for luxury, it was built to outlast Armageddon. No public Wi-Fi, no shared networks. Every byte of data is scrubbed through government-grade firewalls built by NSA-caliber engineers. Medical bay on board, fully equipped for emergency surgery. Food, 2,000 meals stored in blast-proof compartments. This jet is a nation on wings. In the event of total terrestrial collapse, the IL-96-300 doesn't land. It became the new Kremlin. And in that moment, one man will still be in control. His name is Vladimir Putin, and this is his flying fortress. Comment Putin if you like him. But the US doesn't fall behind. When chaos strikes, there's only one plane designed to lead the free world from 30,000 feet, Air Force One. $660 million Secrets of Air Force One, America's in-sky fortress. Air Force One is more than just a plane. It's the single most iconic aircraft on the planet, a symbol of unmatched power and the enduring presence of the United States on the global stage. With an estimated cost of over $660 million, factoring in cutting-edge defense systems and elite operational upgrades, this isn't just transportation, it's national continuity wrapped in polished steel. These two Boeing 747-200 billion aircraft serve not only to carry the president, but to command a superpower through the unthinkable. Hardened and perfected through decades of innovation, each aircraft is a fortress in the sky. The exterior may echo the look of a commercial jumbo jet, but don't be fooled. Beneath its skin lies armor built to resist nuclear electromagnetic pulses and direct attacks. Coated in radar-absorbing paint and armed with countermeasure systems that jam, deflect, and neutralize incoming threats, Air Force One is virtually untouchable. Hidden flare pods and electronic shielding create a force field-like defense, enabling it to enter hostile airspace without hesitation. But what truly makes Air Force One a game-changer is its in-flight refueling system. Yes, it can stay airborne indefinitely, in a full-scale crisis. While the world trembles below, the President of the United States could command the nation from the sky for days without ever landing. Inside, the aircraft boasts over 4,000 square feet of specially secured space. The presidential suite isn't just comfortable, it's fortified. With a private bedroom, spa-grade shower, and an office wrapped in ballistic armor and acoustic dampening, it ensures every decision is made in secrecy and safety. Just steps away lies a secure conference room with encrypted lines straight to the Pentagon and digital hubs for real-time command. At the core sits the Situation Room, a high-tech war nerve center receiving live intelligence from satellites and military drones. These feeds are protected by quantum-resistant encryption, monitored non-stop by cyber teams embedded onboard. Even if one system fails, backups take over instantly, flawlessly. With over 85 telephones color-coded by clearance and direct video links to the National Security Council, the aircraft is a flying command post like no other. And no, this isn't just a war machine, it's a luxury fortress. Air Force One features internet connectivity filtered through NSA-grade firewalls and government-only networks. Nothing touches the public web. There's a full medical clinic equipped for emergency surgery, always staffed. 2,000 meals are stored across refrigerated vaults, while dual galleys ensure food keeps coming even if part of the plane is compromised. Independent oxygen systems can seal the entire jet during a chemical or biological attack. Every mission is cloaked in secrecy. The aircraft only receives its call sign when the president is on board. Decoy jets mimic its path, fighter escorts flank its every move, and NORAD controls every inch of sky it touches. And in a world teetering on the edge of chaos, it stands as America's last airborne stronghold. Comment Trump if you like him. From warfare to royal flair, let's see what travel looks like when oil money meets gold obsession. Welcome aboard King Salman's flying palace. King Salman's $600 million jet, a palace above the clouds. While the rest of us are stuffed elbow to elbow in economy, fighting for armrests and stale peanuts, King Salman of Saudi Arabia quite literally flies in a different universe. Aboard his $600 million airborne marvel known as the Flying Palace. This isn't a jet, it's an empire with wings. A customized Boeing 747-400 turned into a golden stronghold, dripping with extravagance, floating through built for the man who reigns over the world's largest oil empire. This aircraft isn't just a mode of transportation, it's a declaration of unmatched power and personal splendor. Wrapped in armored layers that can absorb missile strikes and deflect gunfire, outfitted with cutting-edge electronic countermeasures that scramble threats before they even get close. The Flying Palace is as much a fortress as it is a fantasy. But that's just the outside. Step in and it's a different world entirely. Gold. Everywhere. From door handles to mirror frames, air vents to bedposts. This isn't a touch of gold. It's an avalanche. Fit for a monarch who shares a flair for the lavish with a certain ex-US president we all know, the interior is nothing short of jaw-dropping. The seats rival those of a 7-star hotel. The lighting? Custom designed to highlight the sparkle of every polished surface. The master suite? It's not a room, it's a wing, with a bed that looks like it came out of Versailles, an entertainment system that would make Hollywood directors blush, and more square footage than most Manhattan apartments. It's the stuff of royal dreams. But King Salman didn't stop there. The jet houses a private cinema, yes, an actual theater in the sky, with surround sound and plush recliners. Popcorn? Served by a personal butler. There's also a gym that rivals any high-end fitness club, a full-service spa for mid-air massages, a private medical facility that outclasses many hospitals, and a sleek, high-tech conference room for when royalty needs to do business at 35,000 feet. And because faith is non-negotiable, King Salman had a stunning private prayer room built on board, fully equipped, climate-controlled, and tech-enhanced to always align with Mecca, no matter where in the world the jet may roam. When King Salman travels, it's not travel, it's a spectacle of sovereignty. Just look at his 2017 trip to Indonesia, where he flew in with an entourage and equipment so grand, it turned airports into royal estates. The Flying Palace isn't just the most luxurious plane in the world. It's a jaw-dropping symbol of what happens when one man controls billions and knows exactly how to spend it. Comment MBS if you like him. And just when you thought it couldn't get more outrageous, Prince Alwalis tried to build a sky palace so extravagant, even the skies weren't ready for it. Prince Alwalis' $600 million jet will blow your mind. Prince Alwalid bin Talal, Saudi Arabia's billionaire royal, doesn't just fly, he ascends in unmatched style. His personal Boeing 747, valued at a jaw-dropping $500 million, is the definition of airborne extravagance. This isn't just a jet, it's a palace with wings. Inside, gold-plated, throne-style seats greet guests with a quiet authority. A spacious dining room houses a long, luxurious table fit for dignitaries, and the twin master bedrooms offer full-scale comfort in the skies. The living room, large enough to host royalty, even includes a piano for mid-air serenades. A private bath and a separate high-end lounge complete the suite, elevating the experience to something far beyond first class. This very jet once transported soccer star Neymar from Paris to Riyadh, a glimpse into the prince's refined sense of hospitality, effortless, elegant, and extraordinary. But what truly set the world talking wasn't the 747, it was what could have been, the Airbus A380 project. In 2007, Prince Alwalid became the first individual in history to purchase an Airbus A380 with the intent to convert it into a private aircraft, and the vision was as audacious as it was groundbreaking. Estimated at over $485 million before customization, this flying palace was designed to break every rule of private aviation. Plans included a garage for not one, but 2 Rolls-Royces, a Turkish hammam with imported marble, a full-scale concert hall with a Steinway piano, and a prayer room engineered to rotate mid-flight to always face Mecca, a technological feat that stunned even the aerospace world. The design went further still. Gold-trimmed pillars, a grand spiral staircase wrapped in velvet, and walls lined with silk tapestries created a floating monument to cultural and architectural beauty. The master suite on the upper deck was framed in 24-karat gold, with a smart controlled environment adjusting lighting, temperature, and entertainment by voice. Walk-in closets were humidity controlled to preserve rare silks and leather, while the en-suite bathroom boasted heated marble floors, a rainfall shower, and diamond-studded faucets. And that wasn't the end of it. Plans also included a private cinema with 4D motion seats, holographic projectors, an anti-gravity capsule for deep muscle relaxation, and a gourmet galley operated by Michelin-level chefs serving Wagyu beef and handcrafted desserts on gold-rimmed china. But then, the global financial crisis hit. And with it, the fate of the Flying Palace changed. Amid economic turmoil and strategic recalculations, Prince Alwalis quietly sold the jet before taking delivery. Today, the once mythical A380 remains in storage at France's Toulouse-Blagnac airport, unfinished, untouched, and wrapped in mystery. It's a story of vision, luxury, and the limits of even the most powerful fortunes. Gold-plated walls, jeweled sinks, and an exterior that glows in the sunlight. Meet the Sultan of Brunei's airborne treasure. Sultan of Bruneis' $120 million gold jet will shock you. As the third richest royal on earth, with a net worth north of $30 billion, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah doesn't do commercials. That's not protocol, it's principle. And his Airbus A340-212 is proof. Dubbed the Flying Palace, this jet isn't just luxurious, it's a floating fortress of wealth, elegance, and exclusivity that overshadows even the grandest royal residences. Buckingham Palace might have heritage, but this aircraft has gold, literally. The Sultan spent a reported $120 million transforming a standard Airbus into an airborne sanctuary that rivals the most exclusive resorts on the planet. Step aboard and you'll find interiors lined with gold leaf, rare gemstones, and exotic wood finishes sourced from the most elite corners of the world. It's not design, it's craftsmanship reserved for royalty. The gold doesn't stop inside. The entire exterior of the plane received a custom gold-plated paint job, not gold-colored, actual precious metal. That wasn't just a style choice, it was personal branding. When you fly with that much power, you don't want to lose your plane in the lineup. Performance-wise, the Sultan's jet is as commanding as its presence. With extended fuel tanks, the aircraft can travel up to 15,000 kilometers without refueling, enough to cross continents effortlessly. Yet its immense size has a price. It can only land at specific airfields capable of handling its weight and wingspan. It's the equivalent of trying to park a golden mansion in a shopping mall. Only 3 other jets in the world share its configuration, placing it in an ultra-elite class of aviation few have ever seen, let alone boarded. And while the Sultan's jet may lack the French touch and finesse, it delivers something far rarer, power without apology. Luxury with zero compromise. Every detail of this jet screams legacy, status, and quiet command. Meanwhile, in the UK, tradition meets tact. King Charles doesn't fly loud, but his $160 million jet whispers quiet power. The British monarchy's quiet $160 million flying fortress. For a dynasty sitting on an estimated $88 billion, the British royal family's travel choices might surprise you. While the world's richest royals soar across continents in gold-plated jets, the House of Windsor often opts for commercial flights. Yes, even Prince William and Kate Middleton. What lesson does that teach the next generation of royals? Perhaps a week with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman would offer young Prince George a very different view of royal living. But while the younger royals blend into airport lounges, King Charles doesn't have that luxury. For reasons of security and protocol, he travels aboard the King's flight, a highly customized Airbus A330 MRT known officially as the VIP RAF Voyager. This isn't just any aircraft. It's a $160 million flying command center equipped with missile detection systems, secure satellite communications, and full-scale conference facilities. Squadron 32 operates under strict rules, never allow the king and crown prince on the same flight, let alone include a third heir like Prince George. But inside, the VIP RAF Voyager lives up to its royal purpose. The cabin features 58 business-class seats and over 100 in economy, ensuring ample space for the entire royal entourage. Private quarters are reserved for the monarch and senior officials, complete with full beds, separate dining areas, and custom-prepared meals. Think less first class, more flying boutique hotels. Entertainment isn't left behind either. The onboard system includes top-tier screens, a curated library of movies and music, and high-speed Wi-Fi, because even royals need to check their emails and scroll the headlines. The jet offers comfort, security, and function at 30,000 feet, delivering elegance without excessive flash. And while its $160 million price tag may seem steep, in the world of royal aviation, it's practically modest. Spare change compared to some of the airborne empires we've seen. But in typical British fashion, the luxury here whispers, never shouts. But what if secrecy is the real luxury? North Korea's Kim Jong-un plays a deadly shell game in the sky, and no one ever knows which jet he's really on. Kim Jong-un's 3 secret planes, you'll never guess why. Kim Jong-un doesn't fly in style, he flies in secrecy. His aircraft of choice, a Cold War-era Soviet relic, the Ilyushin Il-62. Known as Chama-1, this highly modified jet may not scream modern luxury, but for the North Korean leader, trust outweighs trend. Western brands are off the table, not just due to the United Nations ban on luxury imports, but because Kim knows better than to rely on the engineering of his enemies. With the weight of the world quite literally aimed at him, buying Boeing is off the list. And so, while most of the world's Il-62s sit gathering dust in aviation museums, in North Korea, they soar as symbols of power, paranoia, and precision. But Kim isn't just flying one Il-62. He has 3 identical, indistinguishable, and built for one very specific purpose: confusion. Each aircraft cost roughly $50 million new, but these were acquired in the 1980s, refurbished with just $3 million apiece. Pocket change for the regime. And though that might make them the cheapest jets on this list, they are possibly the most strategically operated. Whenever Kim travels, all 3 jets take off simultaneously. No one, not even his inner circle, knows which one he's actually on. It's a high-stakes shell game played 30,000 feet above the ground, a calculated move from a man who knows a single mistake could be fatal. The interiors, while mostly hidden from the public eye, have offered rare glimpses through state media: plush leather seats and executive layouts, polished mahogany desks, crystal ashtrays, ivory inlays, and silver-adorned accents. Every detail is carefully curated to reflect not just authority but control. There's talk of gold-trimmed drink trolleys and velvet-lined corridors, though in typical North Korean fashion, none of it is officially confirmed. What is certain is this: Kim's aircraft may not be the flashiest, but they are built with one mission in mind: survival. And in that arena, he's unmatched. While the world debates his choices, Kim flies above it all, silent, shielded, and always one step ahead. What surprised you the most about Putin's flying fortress? Was it the nuclear command center, the anti-missile lasers, or the fact that even Donald Trump was left speechless? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Like this video, subscribe so you never miss a new story about the world's most fascinating people. Thanks for watching.